created for them. Let's see what's in here. We have that creature. One way you can deal with it as a new player, you can actually come here, and then it'll get stuck on some invisible walls, and then you could just shoot it. I like to kind of put myself against this area, so this portion of the cave is blocking it off. Sometimes that thing does glitch through, but like right here, that's an invisible wall. But flicker your torches, and don't just keep them burning, because you'll get a little indication when you're near something you can harvest. You could double check it if that's what you want, and then you could just do this. It increases the time you can use your torch. Second thing, if you want to, you can bring a second torch in to the caves. The fourth or the fifth thing that we'll be talking about is this one might be a little bit hard. I'll demonstrate it with one of the NPCs, but currently, as of now, as of the current game right now, Assassin and Pathfinder is the strongest archetype you can go. One of my tips for taming, if you play a Assassin, is use your stealth for taming a stag, my bad. You could come up behind it, and then you can put your foundation down, and then you could put, let's say if I was able to, then I could put my walls, wall, and then ceiling if I wanted to, and then put another set of foundations all the way around it so you can tame the stag. But stealth really helps you with that. It's just a very powerful thing to use. My sixth tip would be, and I'm going to show you this in two different ways, would be to use the clan divinity seed and then a personal divinity seed. Use the clan divinity seed, you can unlock it right here. Basically, you can unlock a clan divinity seed pretty much right off the start. Has 25,000 health, 400 armor, and I would suggest building, if you're on a very lively server, build mini bases like this, one there, one there, one on the other side, one over there, or you can have like, I'm pretty sure you can have up to 3 on each side. But you can make your own clan by going to social, click the clan button, and then click create. I can't do that now because I'm already the leader of the clan, and if I left it, then I would lose all this stuff right here. So but my divinity seed, I just put it right here temporarily. This is the clan divinity seed, and if I wanted to travel, I do have my lesser divinity seed, and it's out in the highlands. So use the clan divinity seed as the primary one for your personal base. And then use the personal divinity seed, which would be use the personal ones for outposts to travel to. Right now I have mine set in the highlands, and it's close to Frostfell, so I could teleport there and go to Frostfell if I needed to, or to the top, or to the tier 4 or 5 zone where the tree is at. My seventh tip is, if you're going to be PvPing a lot, pack light, okay? And this is what I mean. Pack maybe 5 things of food, clear out this entire thing, clear out your entire inventory. I would suggest bring 1 bow, 125 ammo, and for me, if we had this armor available, I would probably go to medium armor for player versus player. So pack light and play smart. I see so many people going into player versus player combat in this game, and their entire inventory's full. They have a bunch of different weapons, a bunch of different resources, and they get really upset when they die and they lose everything. But if you have that mindset of, I'm going into PvP, I don't want them to have this armor because it's the latest armor available. I know they don't have it. They have leather armor. I might as well have leather armor. And then I could take one bow and 125 arrows or 75 arrows, because you're not going to be able to get that many. You're not going to be able to use 125 ammo on one person. I guarantee you that with a bow. So pack light for player versus player. I would probably even take my bag off, my torch. I would bring one bow, 125 ammo, a little bit of food, and then if you have some potions, like 1 or 2 of each at most. But just pretty much empty your inventory and pack as light as you can. My 7th one would be if the map's like this, in the center of it is the tree. In the center of the map is the tree. This is not yet 100% tested, but the theory is, I'm pretty sure you can get to the center of that area and capture all 3 of the outposts for your faction at level 1. Now, if you can't do it at level 1, these are the things I would suggest before attempting it. And I would also suggest to have a personal divinity stone. You could put one foundation down, put the divinity stone, use it as a teleporter of a sort. Teleport your way to the entrance area of the center, and then run to the outpost, the prime outpost that you would be trying to take over. And I would suggest to just have nothing else on you, and then just make one-way trips, like run there, capture it, die, respawn at your point, run there, let's say at a later time, teleport to your divinity seed, go from your divinity seed, get the resources from it, run back, put it in a safe place, and then die, reset, go to the other one, pick up stuff, die, reset. It takes a while to get to the very center of it, but if you can't do it from being a level 1, I would suggest for you to have Shadow Step, and then also to have Marathon Runner. Those are the 2 primary ones that are very useful. And then you could also use Stealth to get away from enemies. And I primarily, for that area, or any new areas, this could actually be for any new areas, if you're just starting out the game, you probably don't want to use your sprint a lot. What you would want to do is you would want to run, you would want to just run the way your character normally runs, and then if you see a wolf tags you, just run. Just hit your sprint and run away from it. You want to use your sprint at lower levels to get away from targets that could kill you, and then use it later on to get you to safety. So if there was let's say a wolf over there, and then I would just if I knew it tagged me, I would just run away from it. But later on, what I like to do for running with this build is, let's say I'm one of the things I do is, this one, there's one other perk that you guys need to have. This one right here, it regenerates your stamina and your health by 30% per rank. Extremely useful. When I travel on foot, I usually hit my Shadow Step, and then I run about halfway through my stamina being drained, then activate Shadow Step again, and I'll just give you guys a demonstration. Then I'll activate Shadow Step when it's off cooldown, and then I'll find a safe place to stealth and regenerate my stamina. And we're almost there with our Shadow Step. Another thing to consider is when you're in the Highlands, When you're Highlands, get Ancient Water as many